So this is our fourth video, and will be kind of the final on the nuts and bolts of local SEO training and tools. And then we're going to go on to the next two videos. After this, we'll cover marketing tools that will help you, and then some additional resources for study and other information that can be helpful. So this video kind of is, as I said, the last of kind of these technical details of marketing, and it covers backlinks. Okay, this is probably one of the most critical elements of marketing, whether it's local or national, quite frankly, is backlinks. Okay, this is one of the biggest markers that Google uses when ranking websites. And as we mentioned earlier when we discussed kind of the concept and the term backlink, a backlink simply is a third-party site linking to your site. Okay, so what I've got here on this video here, so this is a company that's called Best Quality Transcriptions and Captions, speech pad. Okay, they'll take a video and transcribe it into text. And there's some reasons for that. Actually, from an SEO standpoint, you can take a video, you get the benefits of the video, and you can have a reader have the text, because Google can't understand video. And so you type it into a text. Now Google can crawl that text, and you have some content. Anyways, long story short, so say this is our company, and we need to create backlinks. Well, this is an awesome, easy way to do it, because, hey, guess what? I need a backlink, and I have a service that tons of marketers want. I just have to go find someone that's willing to exchange with me. I will give them free service if they will write a blog post and give us a backlink, or if they will credit us, I'll do a free transcription if at the end of their transcription on their web page, they'll reference to say transcription done by, and reference and link to us. Okay, that will create a backlink. Well, guess what? I'm going to go to someone that's already done that, going back to Moz. So Moz, if you can get Moz to do anything for you, you're going to be doing phenomenal, but they're more marketing type, so unless you run a local marketing business. This is just a random article I found by them, and they have a video, and voila, it's been transcribed. Okay, so at the very bottom here, what Moz has done, at the very end, they have said video transcription by SpeechPad. Okay, and they created a link. If you click on this, it goes to SpeechPad. If you click on video translation, it takes you to SpeechPad, but it takes you to a different page that talks about video transcription. So they actually gave them two backlinks from the same article, which is kind of cool. Anyways, we're going to go back to this, and I hope that makes sense. So this is a backlink for SpeechPad. Okay, it's on Moz's website, and it's their blog, but they made a backlink or a link to your website, or this SpeechPad that we were talking about. Okay, that's a backlink. This is a phenomenal, awesome backlink. Okay, now that just kind of helps illustrate what a backlink is. Now there's before we dive too much into it, we need to make sure there's a distinction. There's two types of links in the technical world. There's what they call a follow link and a no follow link. Okay, a follow link tells Google, hey, you're free to follow this link and index or record anything that this link takes you to. A no follow says, okay, here's a link, but don't follow this. I'm not affiliated, or don't link this. Whatever goes beyond this, or whatever this link goes to, don't index it, don't save it, don't record it, etc. Okay, so there's the two different types. There's the follow and no follow. It's good to have a mixture of both, because if you're out there helping build backlinks and all you do is no follows, that looks really spammy to Google, because it looks like you're just out there spamming people trying to get backlinks, and they're all no follows. Okay, and on the flip side, if you have all high quality, follow links, they might think that you're starting to buy them, which technically buying a backlink is not allowed. according to Google standards. Even technically doing a trade for them, as we discussed, can get in the grays area. But if you're adding value, that's where I draw the line, is if it's adding value to both parties and to their customers specifically, adds value to everybody, then I think a good trade is well worth it. So that if you ever want to know, a lot of times you just have to right mouse click and say inspect, and this little box will pop up underneath. And this is obviously Chrome browser, but most all of them do it this way, and it will give you a little bit of information. This shows the code of the website. So it says href, which stands for a link, and has all the information. Okay, so there's that link. It looks great, and there's the other link before it. Looks great. Okay, well, let me show you now what a no follow looks like. Let's go down here. No follows, a lot of time, they don't have to be, but a lot of time they're in blog comments. Okay, here's a blog comment. Let's inspect this one. See right here, there's this little reference, no follow. Okay, that right there tells Google don't follow this link. Okay, most any blog comment is going to have a don't follow. Assuming they even let you put HTML, a lot of blogs won't even let you put a link in there, because this used to be an old spammy way of creating backlinks, and so Google's caught on, and a lot of people don't like when you do that. I mean, I still get them, especially if you're on WordPress sites. You're going to get all kinds of spam comments. It's so bad that people have created programs and algorithms to block spammers, and it's pretty sad. But you don't want a whole lot of these anyways. If they're relevant and they're good, go ahead and give it a shot. You want a couple of them, but don't go out there and say tomorrow I'm going to create 100 of these, blog comments with links in them, because that's just going to get you spam marks. Okay, you don't want that. Create quality, useful content. And ideally, this is also a great way to get backlinks, is when you produce content that's so awesome that other people want to share it. That's really where you want to be. But that takes, some exposure and a little bit more time. And so sometimes you want to contact other influence people that have been around for a while, that are willing to, do some type of exchange, or you can write an article for them. Everyone's looking for content, and if they don't have to take the time to write it, they would love to, to have free content in essence in exchange for a backlink. The other thing to consider is when you're out looking for possible areas for backlinks, consider people that use or sell to your same consumers, but that are not your competitor. Again, wedding industry is an easy one. Okay, you're a photographer and you want to create some backlinks. Well, who else uses the same consumer base that you do? Chefs, cake makers, venues, dress shops. Get creative. Find these other, there's tons of magazines out there. I know they can be really difficult to get in. That's just the quilting industry that I do a lot with. I might be a quilt shop. Well, what about a sewing machine repair shop, or a sewing machine sales shop, or a long arm? Just think of other people that share your same demographics, but you don't directly compete with, and work together. I will do this for you if you do that for me. And you can take this in other directions besides just getting backlinks, and really help build, trade and build businesses together with people. That's a cool way of achieving backlinks. So with that in mind, follow, don't follows, or no follows. You want a good variety. Now, I'm going to kind of outline what the best backlink would look like. There's three main criteria that I look at. The first one is relevance. Okay, you want whatever site is going to be linking to you, you want it to be relevant. If I'm a car dealership, I don't really care if I get a backlink from a boat company, or a boat blog. I don't sell boats. That has no relevance to me and my customers. Okay, their customers may cross depending on what type of cars you're selling, but make sure to try to find people within your same industry. They're both vehicles, so that was probably a poor example, but make sure they're relevant. Both their business or whatever linking to you is going to be relevant to your business. Again, that kind of same consumer base. The second criteria is traffic. Okay, there's no point in really spending a lot of time pursuing and trying to get backlinks from a website that has less traffic than you. You're just, you're not going to get a lot of benefit from it. They use a term link juice, is you want them to feed some of their popularity per se to you. But you also have to realize that they don't always need to do that, so you a lot of times have to provide other companies benefits to provide those backlinks. Like I said when we were talking up here, I bet these guys gave free video transcriptions to get that backlink. Almost guarantee it. And so think of ways to do that. Okay, but you want to make sure that you're getting these backlinks from companies that have decent traffic to their sites. Okay, because you want traffic from that backlink. Just because you have a link, that's good. But if you have a link and people are clicking on it, that's phenomenal. Okay, so that's why you want websites with high traffic, is because you actually want that link to be clicked on. That's your goal, is to get backlinks where people are actually going to click on it. That's how I found this one. I was looking at Moz and found this company, and it's actually a service that I was, would maybe be interested in using. Okay, so look for those that can offer not just a backlink, but traffic from that link. Okay, and then third is what they call, going back to the concept of authority. You want to make sure that the company that's giving you a backlink is an authoritative site. Just because they're in the same industry and they may be relevant doesn't mean they're authoritative. Okay, they might publish a bunch of bad content, bad information. Well, you don't want your reputation tied to someone that has bad information. That's not good from a SEO standpoint, and that's definitely not good from a customer standpoint. You don't want, that negative reference. Okay, so find people with awesome authority that you know them, or you've spent at least enough time on their website to understand that what they publish is quality and good, and they actually know what they're talking about. Okay, and also if they have a higher domain authority, which is kind of a little separate category, but that can be very helpful too. As we talked about earlier, looking at domain authority here is, let's see if we get this to turn on with the Moz bar. So these have a domain authority of 52. Well, what's Moz got? 93. Yeah, they got a phenomenal deal. These guys are already doing pretty dang good, but Moz has got a higher domain authority than what they did. So that's an awesome link. Like I said, this is a golden, backlink. Almost anyone would die for a backlink from Moz. They're very difficult to get content on. But that's the kind of stuff that you're looking for. And that's really all a backlink is. It sounds complicated, but it's really not. It can be time consuming, because you got to go out there and you got to research, you got to contact. A lot of times you're cold emailing or cold calling. Say, hey, I would like to, publish some content for you to get on your blog, or I would like to do this exchange, or I would like to work with you. I think we can create a beneficial partnership. Okay, and so it just takes some legwork. You just got to get out there and get it done. There's other ways also that doesn't necessarily take a partnership. SlideShare, you can get backlinks from SlideShare. YouTube, create some videos and link YouTube to your website. So again, this goes back to the variety concept of content. You want a variety of backlinks. You don't want all your backlinks the same, mundane stuff, because again, that looks fishy to Google. Keep it a variety. Find different backlinks. Follows, don't follows. If you can get in a .gov, a government-owned backlink, that's awesome. And so just get creative. Start thinking of ways to get backlinks and who you can contact and who you can maybe work with, and then create your content and publish it in different areas, and just kind of start building it. The more you get, the better off you'll be. Again, going back to the citations, it might be 50. And you're ranking on first page, it might take 500. Some companies only have 10 or 15 quality backlinks. Other ones have to build 100 or 200 really high quality backlinks in very competitive niches. So it really depends on what you're in and what your niche is to how much effort you're going to have to put into it. But just know, in all of these things we've talked about, content, citations, backlinks, it's not a do it once and you're done. Because if you outrank your competitor and they're, finding, oh shoot, I just got outranked, what are they going to do? They're going to go start putting out more content, citations, and backlinks, and they're going to outrank you. So it's a constant race. You got to keep working at it. You got to keep building those backlinks, keep building that content. And citations, I don't keep building a whole lot of them, but it's not a bad idea. Maybe do 10 a month, 20 a month, 50 a month. If you're hiring them out, what the heck, do 50 or 100 a month. Just try to keep on it, and it's slow and steady is always a good way to do these. So that's kind of the basic concept of local SEO. It's not difficult. Create your content, create some citations, get some backlinks, and you'll be pretty well good to go. You'll be ahead of probably 80% of the people out there that only do 1 or 2 or only do half the job of content. They might have 250 words or just whatever. Just when you do it right, be consistent, always do it to benefit your consumers. And Google always comes second. The search engines always come second. Build everything you do for the user, and you don't ever have to worry about get penalized if you're always doing what's right for the user. So that's kind of it for those. If you have any questions, always send us an email at info@dreammtnservices, and we can give you some more information. And again, I'll finish off the last 2 videos of this series going over some marketing tools, and then finalize with some good resources for additional study or additional help.